Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What's going on, world? What's the damn deal? We're gonna give y'all a couple seconds to get in here, man, before we take off.
Oh man, yo, you should play that Smoke City Mobcast intro song. That shit tight.
Should have got that intro. They ain't here ready. What's up, world? What's up, world? What's the deal, man? This is Junior the Truth. Hold on. All right, if everybody, all the brothers, if everybody, brothers and sisters, what's up, Ash? I see you in here. Everybody go on mute, please, for a second. What's going on, world? What's the damn deal, man? This is Junior the Truth. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in, man. Taking the time to join us again, man. We really truly appreciate you guys. Welcome to the Smoke City Mobcast, man, brought to you by the LDBC. That is Lions Den Boxing Community. Man, we thank you so much. We really truly appreciate you. Be sure to go over and visit the website, man. The website is housed at www.ldbcsports.com. Also, be sure to tune in with us every Wednesday, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, man. The Smoke City Mobcast brought to you by the LDBC, man. We got a gang of shit to talk today, man. We got everybody in the building, man. Damn near everybody. We got a full roster, man. They steady coming in. We ready to talk, man. It's fight week. We got Wilder versus Ortiz, man, and we talking that shit. We talking that shit. We bringing it straight to you just how we get it, man. So what's understood needs no explanation, man. Right now, man, we're going to set it off, man. We got a special request to set it off. Man. We're going to set it off with, we're going to go to Ticket TV. Ticket TV, what's up, family?
Boom Squad! Yeah, y'all motherfuckers already know I'm coming in the building correct tonight. I told my brother, I said, let me set this thing off tonight, man. It's a lot of shit I know we got to get off and scrape the plate tonight. Clean. Salute to all my brothers in the LDBC, man, the Lions Den Boxing community. If you don't know, like 7A Sports TV said, nigga, now you know. Now, man, I was just feeling a certain type of way, man, to be honest with you guys. Abel Sanchez thing, man. Abel Sanchez and Black Fight Fan, salute to him. He just walked in the building, but he called me on a live stream today, and he told me that we wanted to go in on this thing, man, but he's absolutely right. After I heard that interview with Dante, and big ups to Dante Boxing Nation, man, Abel said something that I thought was very, very important that we spoke upon as a group tonight, man. And that is, bro, when he got cornered and hit with facts about why his statements about black fighters made absolutely no fucking sense whatsoever, then he tried to say, well, it's our behavior. I don't understand this dude, man. I just think that was one of the most disgusting racist things that I could heard a trainer say, man. And this is just another reason why I will not support any Golovkin or Canelo fight. Y'all already know how I feel about Golden Boy. You got Oscar out there talking about, he wants Trump to come and sit up there with the Mexicans. Well, I want you to come sit up with the brothers and see the questions that we asked you about those Al Heyman emails since they haven't been addressed, Oscar. And then as far as it go for, you understand what I'm saying? Your boy, Triple G's trainer, man. Listen, man, he's a disgusting guy, man. He's a known liar. You understand what I'm saying? He's a disgusting individual. And that interview, shout out to Dante again, man, showed me a lot more about how disgusting he really was. He got caught in the corner, and instead of just coming out and being a man and apologizing and saying, you know what I said was wrong, I shouldn't have said that, boom. He just, when you lie and you a liar, man, you got to tell more lies to get yourself out of it and say more dumb shit. And that stuff he said about our behavior, that just took me a whole nother way. So I can't support that fight. I can't watch it. I can't pay for it. I can't stream it. I don't even want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Promote that shit, man. That's just basically what I wanted to start off with tonight. I felt that's very important that we stand up against clowns like this dude, man.
Yeah, he fucked up. But hold on, Ticket, before you go off, tell the people how they can follow you, family.
Man, y'all already know Ticket TV Boxing, man. Just subscribe to the channel, man. And hit me on my Instagram, Ticket TV Media. Straight like that.
Yes, indeed. 78 Sports TV. What's up, family?
What's good, family?
Man, how you feeling, man?
Excellent, man. You know what I'm saying? Excited about the weekend.
Yes, indeed. So tell the people how they can follow you.
Hey, find me at 78 Sports TV right here on YouTube. Kevin Nash on Facebook and at ldbcsports.com. You can email me at 78sportstv@gmail.com.
Yes, sir. So we ticket went on and set it out, man. So let's go ahead on and talk about this Abel Sanchez situation, man. How you feeling about it?
I mean, Abel Sanchez, man, one thing he did for me today, and I'm glad he did it, is that he reminded me and reminded us of why, our focus need to be steadfast on not fucking with Golden Boy Promotions and this fucking fight that they putting out there, okay? Because we all know about the racist emails, but every once in a while, you need a motherfucker to remind your ass, like, yeah, what I mean? It's still going down, nigger. You need that sometime. And, that's what he did for me. He basically, tell everybody, look, we're not, he told me he a racist. Abel Sanchez is a racist. Now, of course, people going to defend him. Oh, how's he a racist? He interjected race into a subject talking about black fighter style. It's a fear. Okay, all these guys have a fear. Freddie Rose said this before too. They all got fear of black fighters. All right, and what they're actually saying is that black fighters, all right, traditionally fight in a more intelligent way. They actually do their job correctly. You know what I'm saying? The sweet science. And he's telling Canelo Alvarez to stop fighting like a black fighter and fight like a Mexican fighter. Okay, so what does that mean? Exactly what does that mean? Because a Mexican fighter is supposed to do what? Stand there, stand still, and let you beat the shit out of them until somebody fall down. That's not boxing, man. That's not boxing. You can pretend like it is all you want to, but that's not fucking boxing. All right. If that's not even how Triple G fight. He's selling these lies to the people. Triple G didn't fight David Lemieux. Why didn't he fight David Lemieux like that? That was supposed to be a knockout war, bloody bloodbath and shit. Why ain't he standing there in the pocket and take them punches from David Lemieux then? Because it's bullshit. They running the scam on Mexican people, but it ain't my business. If they want to fall for that shit, go ahead. But that's all he doing. He pimping the Mexican people with this Mexican style shit. And I even seen some Mexicans hating on Canelo Alvarez and shit for Triple G. It's just disgusting to me, man. All this work Canelo done, even though I don't fuck with him, but still, that's y'all fucking country, man. And you letting another motherfucker come in and claim this is his, man. I wish a motherfucker would say that they represent black people and this person don't. Make it the fuck out of here. And I don't like what Abel Sanchez, I didn't hear what y'all, I didn't see the Dante interview yet, the full one. Coach woke me up. I was asleep when it was going on. And when I caught it, it was like kind of late. But y'all said he said something about the behavior or some shit. That's bullshit, dude. Like, I want to see the whole interview before I talk about that. But yeah, fuck Abel Sanchez, man.
Yes, indeed. Bottom line, let's kick it over to Coach Sheldon Harrison. What's going on? You got a chance to spend a little bit of time with Abel Sanchez today, and it looks like we're spending more time with him. Like he in the chat room trying to call in. But anyway, you got a chance to spend a little time with him, man. What you think about the situation?
Oh, let's get his ass on here. Yeah. But yeah, man. So what I asked him, because he was talking, man, and I asked him, I said, yo, what about Dominant Wade? Ask him about Dominant Wade. Okay, if you really, well, first I asked him, hey, man, black fighters sell, and I gave him some examples of black fighters that sell, and then I asked him about Dominant Wade. And I said, so how does Dominant Wade become a mandatory? And he told me, well, Tariana Johnson got hurt. And, so I said, oh, okay. So Jamal Charlo, he's a mandatory. I mean, what you think? Well, I don't care about no mandatories, I just want to unify. I said, okay, so if Triple G don't fight Jamal Charlo, are you going to give up the belt? And he kind of danced around that whole question, man. And see, I was about to go in some more, man. I was about to really go in and ask him, man, what kind of bullshit you talking here, man? I mean, you talking some BS, man. You talking a lot of shit. And then, Dante kind of cut it off, man, because I think he knew where it was going. Because I was about to go in on him, like, because I just don't like him, and I definitely can't stand Triple G. So that's where it was going. But literally, man, he making an excuse. He used the whole black thing to make an excuse, so he can't fight. So Triple G can't fight Jamal Charlo. I think Abel Sanchez really believed that Jamal Charlo will whoop his fighter ass. Okay, he was he was stuttering, man. He was going around the subject, and he kept getting mad. He called Dante a racist. I'm like, well, how the fuck is Dante a racist when you the one that brought up the shit about the black fighters don't sell? I mean, this dude, he's stupid, man. But what does he think about Mike Tyson? What does he think about Ali, the Rumble in the Jungle? I mean, hell, that's so. I mean, we can go back in history, man, in the sport of boxing where black fighters, they dominate the sport. Okay, black fighters completely dominate the sport. And really and truly, if it ain't a black fighter in an event, hell, most of the time the fight not even exciting, man. But Abel Sanchez, then he hurt and got out of Dodge, man. Oh, he hurt and got out because then it started was more people getting on there giving him heat, man. And so I was trying to
Hey, Junior.
I was trying.
Hey, Coach, I don't mean to cut you off. Hey, Junior, send him a link right now. This clown is in the chat room. Send his ass a link. Hey, Abel, put your email or look, 7-8. He can shoot you an email, somebody email, because he ain't here talking shit about 7-8 right now. I'm gonna tell you.
That's not Abel Sanchez. That's some fake troll. It needs to be blocked.
Yeah, I'm about to say, let his ass in here, and he can get all the smoke he want to get.
Nah, man, that's a troll.
Sanchez, let's send him a link. Yeah.
Go ahead, Coach. That ain't the real Abel Sanchez. Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, that's somebody trying to troll, get on here and talk some dumb, stupid shit.
My bad.
Yeah, man. So he's basically afraid, man. I'm telling you. He know that Jamal Charlo would knock Triple G out. He even said himself, look, what we trying to do is, Triple G trying to make money for his family and all this other stuff. So basically, he gonna get out of Dodge. And that's what I've been telling all these dumbass Triple G fans. I've been telling these stupid ass dudes. Look, Triple G finna ride off into the damn sunset. He gonna laugh. He gonna be back in Pakistan, wherever the hell he from. He gonna be looking back. Look at these dumbass idiots. But they done paid for my vacation. They done bought me a brand new house. These are some dumb fools. That's what he gonna do. This man got about maybe 2 years left in the sport of boxing. He's out of there. He ain't fighting no damn Charlo. He's not gonna rematch Danny Jacobs. That's not gonna happen. Okay. He's only gonna take these fights, against people like Canelo, from Golden Girl, promotion. That's what he's gonna do. We're never gonna see him in another big fight after he fights Canelo. In fact, matter of fact, ticket right. Boycott this shit, man. Boycott it. Forget him. Forget Golden Boy. Forget K2 Promotions. Man, damn all these people, man. The black dollar matters, man. The black dollar matters. I mean, look at Golden Boy. Golden Boy on the thread. You can't tell me that the black dollar ain't having an effect because of them emails. You can't tell me that the NFL damn near finna go out of business because the black dollar been pulled out of this shit. I'm done.
Yes, indeed. The NFL, they lost that nasty ass Papa John's contract, boy. Papa John's distanced himself from the NFL. Hey, Fight Critic, what's going on, family?
Yeah, what's going on, everybody?
Man, you got it, man. We glad you back amongst the living, man. We understand you had a bout with the illness, but you didn't bounce back like a champ. Tell the people how they can follow you, family.
Yo, you can follow me at Fight Critic. I talk my most shit on Twitter. That's where you can find me. You can find me on this YouTube at Fight Critic, all one word. That's how you can get at me.
Yes, indeed. Well, come on with it, man. Let's hear it. We know you in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Where Brooklyn at? How you feel about this Abel Sanchez shit?
Abel Sanchez is a hoe. He's been a hoe for a long time. He's had his whole card pulled for a long time. He had his whole card pulled when Dante asked him straight up about him not wanting to fight other guys. And then when it came to Ward and he brought up Chavez and Frach, Abel's a hoe in this scenario. He talks about black fighters can't sell because of their fighting style. Meanwhile, you look down that pay-per-view list of fights, you could damn near pick out black fighters in every one of those fights. You look at these arenas that are selling out, and for somebody like myself, I go to the fights out here whenever I can. How does somebody like Errol Spence put 12,000 in the Barclays? That's called people coming out and paying their money to see him. How does Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia put the Barclays at capacity? That's coming out and people coming to see black fighters. Deontay Wilder's getting ready to put a lot of people in the Barclays this weekend. That's people coming out to see these guys. So this whole idea about him talking about it, he said some borderline racist shit in the past before. Terry Norris's brother came out and said Abel was doing shady shit to ruin his brother when he was training him. So we already know what time it is with Abel Sanchez. And when he talks about this whole Mexican style shit to fool the Mexican fans, I done said this time and time again, that whole Mexican style bullshit is a disrespect to Mexican fighters, in my opinion. Because Mexican fighters, the actual ones that are actually great, them niggas don't abide by no such thing as Mexican style. This shit is a fabricated shit that Abel Sanchez comes up with because he knows that his fighter won't talk this shit. And he knows that these fans are obviously going to get behind him because they don't like to see when people like us be on top. Come on, let's just keep it real.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Appreciate you, family. Hey, what's going on, Black Fight Fan TV?
What's going down, homie?
Man, you got a family. How you feeling?
I feel all right, homie. I'm tired, wide, and so, but I refuse to be po.
Yes, indeed. Tell the people how they can follow you, family.
Check me out at Black Fight Fan Black Fight Fan TV on YouTube, Black Fight Fan on Instagram, and you can email me at blackfightfantv@gmail.com.
Yes, indeed. Well, go ahead and talk to the people, man. What's going on from your standpoint with the Abel Sanchez situation?
Well, I mean, ain't nothing going on, man, but the leaves and ain't nothing shaking but the leaves and the trees. I mean, I've said this, I've been consistent about this for as long as I can remember, ever since I first heard Abel Sanchez talk. Abel Sanchez consistently builds his reputation and the reputation of Triple G around controversy. And more specifically, he builds the reputation of Triple G around the controversy of black fighters. He used to do a whole bunch of borderline stuff, if not blatant racist stuff, when talks came up about Andre Ward. Now he's using things, saying things that to me is a complete anomaly, considering that black fighters hold down the sport right now. Outside of Canelo, I can't even say outside of Canelo. If you look at the whole landscape of boxing right now, the stars are, they're not superstars, but the stars are riddled with black fighters. And a matter of fact, we actually have a black superstar that I don't really want to give props to, but I'm gonna have to give props to, and Anthony Joshua. We do have a black superstar that could probably match, if not better, at this point, Canelo's numbers. So when he says stuff like that, it's really just to get a rise out of black fans, specifically right now. And I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. I don't believe that the Triple G Canelo versus Canelo fight actually did 1 million pay-per-view buys. The reports that came out were from Oscar De La Hoya. I think that Golden Boy has been consistently feeling the heat because black people are not interested in their fights. It's not just the pressure that's coming from us. It's just they have no flavor. You know what I'm saying? People are tired of the same rice and beans. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no collard greens. They ain't got no real deal Holyfield neck bones or nothing up in there. And people ain't watching. Boxing has been completely divided. You know, you go to the Barclays and black people are filling up the Barclays. They going into Madison Square Garden. You know, they leaving all that rah-rah stuff over there. I hate to say it, in the West Coast. You know, all that racist, junk where, black people go get booed, people getting cheers and stuff like that in the Barclays Center. Keith Thurman, Earl Spence, Sean Porter. I make fun of these guys, but them guys doing numbers, man. And the climate has changed in boxing. Terrence Crawford is selling out his own city, man. You can say what you want. And see, I like these guys throwing up these bullcrap arguments. Oh, well, where does Crawford sell out at other than Omaha? How he don't have to sell out nowhere other than Omaha because his people love him. He don't need your love. He don't need your respect. He can go to his home and sell out a college basketball and pretty soon gonna be a college football stadium. You understand what I'm saying? He don't need your respect. And see, these guys, they feel like they are more valuable than us because black people have fell down into this docile yes about position and showing these people that their opinions or whatever they say validates us. But the new-minded black person such as us, new wave thinking LDBC cats, we don't value their opinion. We don't respect their opinion. We don't respect nothing of what they even think about us. They don't even have to come talk to us. We don't have to talk to them. I mean, I was doing just fine without hearing anything about Abel Sanchez or Canelo Alvarez or none of the rest of these clowns. I don't have to hear about Oscar De La Hoya. I have no interest. I have a whole spectrum, a whole array of great, talented, exciting fighters and all throughout the sport with Earl Spence Jr., Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder. I'm talking about right now. Hell, I can go watch tape on Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr. You know what I'm saying? I could go on and on and on. Sugar Shane Moses. I could go on and on and on to disprove that crap. So I don't care about Abel. Abel is nothing to me. He's reaching. He's a chump. He has no value in boxing whatsoever. You understand what I'm saying? And they can stay over there on that side. Stay on their side. Cause see what we building over here on the LDBC and with this black media and stuff like that, it can't be conquered because we don't need them hoes. We don't need it. And I mean, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Bottom line, what's understood needs no explanation. Hey, let's switch gears a little bit, man. I feel it, I mean, we can, you feel free when I come to you to talk about it if you want to. I want to switch gears a little bit though, man, because shit, this a national holiday week. You feel me? This is like a national holiday week. Blood boxing. What's going on, family?
Yo, what's good with it, man?
Man, you got it, bro. Tell the people how they can follow you.
Just hit me up at Blood Boxing Returns on YouTube.
Yes, indeed. So it's official Bomb Squad week. You know what I mean? And I want to know how you feeling about the fight we have coming up this weekend.
Well, man, you know, I'm a little nervous about the fight, man, because you got Ortiz. Ortiz is a southpaw. He could box good. He likes to establish his distance. He got a nice little jab that he uses to measure his opponents. He's got ring generalship because these guys let him, measure distance the whole fight. They do that for him and Deontay Wilder. When these two guys, I watched several of their fights. When they get in the ring, they have a presence about them, both of them. They have a presence that makes their opponent a little timid and don't want to really throw that shot. Like, watch both of their fights. They always control the tempo. So it's going to be interesting to see who controls the tempo in this fight here. You got Deontay Wilder. He likes to establish distance with the jab. He'll throw out a little. It's been lazy at times. Like the way he threw it against Hearn, I'd like to see him throwing that jab like that all the time, like Larry Holmes used to do. Just keep that jab. If you have the ability to throw the jab that hard, keep that jab in Ortiz's face, man. Ortiz, he has the ability he has pretty decent head movement. I heard somebody say he don't have no head. I disagree because I watched him fight. He got good head movement, and he likes to get on the inside and then hit you with the uppercut. He's going to come with the left uppercut. Now, if the fight goes to the inside, I don't know, man. Deontay Wilder is putting himself at risk because all he's going to do is smother him with the right hand and then come over with that left, and he could do everything with that left hand. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. This is a tricky fight, man, because neither one of these guys have fought anybody like themselves as a pro. So, I think it's going to come down to age and just explosiveness and that kind of thing. I'm giving it to Wilder. I have Wilder winning it by knockout, but it's going to be he ain't going to knock him out right away unless he bum rushes his ass, which that's what I like to see him do, just get his ass out of this Hearn style. But if he bum rush him and get him out of there in one round, Anthony Joshua with them, Joseph Park, all of them going to be wearing Pampers. They're going to have to change their Huggies and shit. So, that fight never going to happen. But I think he's going to get a good 8-9 rounds out of the man, though. So that's where I'm going.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Southside, what's going on, family? Uh-oh. Southside might be rolling.
What's going on, y'all?
There we go. There we go. What's up, family? How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good, Doc. I'm feeling good.
Yes, indeed. Tell the people how they can follow you.
Oh, man, y'all can follow me right here on YouTube, man. That's Southside Boxing 601. That's Southside Boxing 601, man. Come on over and mess with me.
Yes, indeed. So talk to the people, man. How you feeling about the fight this weekend, Mr. Bomb Squad himself versus King Kong?
Man, you know what? I'm feeling pretty good about it. But like I said in my video, what I alluded to, that I'll be lying if I say I wasn't a little nervous about it. But, when it comes to Deontay Wilder, man, I just believe in that guy, man. I just believe in him because Deontay Wilder has no fear. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has no fear. Like, his confidence, like, you can't. It's hard to bet against a man that thinks like that, especially when you have what he has in his arsenal. You know what I'm saying? I really honestly believe that Deontay Wilder is going to shock people this Saturday. I think Deontay Wilder is going to take Luis Ortiz to school because everybody is saying Luis Ortiz, the more technical fighter and all this and that, whatever. Once Wilder get the pep in him with that jab, Wilder's going to use his feet. He's going to use his mobility. He is not going to let Luis Ortiz close the distance. And I think once he catches him with that first solid 1-2, Luis Ortiz is not going to want to close the distance because he is not going to want to walk into that right hand. So I see the two things happening, in my personal opinion. I either see Wilder taking them to school for maybe 6 or 7 rounds, then stopping them, or I see Wilder cruising to a unanimous decision because after Ortiz feels that power, he ain't gonna want none. He ain't gonna want none. Ortiz is not gonna let his hands go. He's not. I feel like once he feels that power, the whole fight is gonna change, man. Because you can say and talk all the noise you want to, but once you are standing in front of this man, once Deontay Wilder is standing in the other corner, and you know this big black rattlesnake ready to kill you, it's just a totally different story, man. It's just totally different, man.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Santee Walton. What's going on, family? The bottom line up in this bitch.
What's up, family? How y'all doing? Good?
Man, it's all good. All good, man. Tell the people how they can follow you, family.
You can find me on YouTube, The Bottom Line SW.
Yes, indeed. Go ahead.
As far as this fight, I'm looking at the old Malik Scott, King Kong Luis Ortiz fight, which I feel like was Luis Ortiz's worst fight I've ever seen him perform in. You know, and other people can have different opinions, but that's my opinion. And within that fight, when Malik Scott was able to keep distance and force him to, he wasn't a stationary target. He wasn't easy to hit. It made it difficult for Ortiz, and he threw less punches. And I believe if Wilder can implement a little bit of that into his style, he can get Ortiz out early. I think it's a matter of frustration, and also a matter of him being able to execute early. Because whoever gets the jump in the first 2 or 3 rounds, I believe that's where the fight is going to lean to. Now, overall, in my prediction, I got Wilder winning 8th round knockout. But whoever's able to get their shit off early, to get their rocks off real quick early, is going to be the favorite in this fight. Because I believe they both possess power. Now, I don't believe King Kong Luis Ortiz possesses the same amount of power as Deontay Wilder. But I do believe he possesses enough power in that ring to keep Deontay Wilder honest. This will be both of their hardest fight, I believe. It's not a fact yet because we could be taken by storm. Who knows? Shit, King Kong Luis Ortiz could land a looping left hook in the 2nd round, and everybody's sitting around looking crazy as this man get put to sleep. But I'm a firm believer as well as a person is who they say they are and who they believe they are. And Wilder believes that he's elite, he's the most feared, and don't nobody want to deal with him. And because of that, I'm rooting for that man, and I have 110% confidence in what he's going to do Saturday night.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Shout out to Big Larry in the super chat, man. We see you, man. We appreciate it. We really, truly appreciate it, family. Okay, so let's go. K Black Boxing, last but damn sure not least. What's going on, family?
Well, y'all hear me, man?
Yes, indeed. Tell the people how they can feel you.
Yes, sir.
You
can follow me right here. You can follow me right here on YouTube, man. K Black Boxing, man. Shout out to the whole LDBC, man. I'm just gonna be brief because I just got a very, very short time because I'm on the grind right now, man. But I had to, come on and show love to my LDBC brethren, man. I'm just gonna speak shortly on this Abel Sanchez. He just talking a lot of BS, man. Black fighters are always sold. You can look at the pay-per-view numbers, even when it's non-pay-per-view. The numbers are always well, man. They always do good, and I'm just gonna leave that where it is, man. Bomb Squad. This weekend, man, it's gonna be a phenomenal fight, man. My guy Deontay Bronze Bomber Wilder versus Luis Ortiz. Do not blink. I truly believe this fight will not go past. It will not make it to the second half, man. 6 rounds or less. That's how this fight is gonna play. And of course, I believe Deontay Wilder is gonna knock Ortiz's ass out. I've been on record and I've been said that that Wilder was going to put Joshua or Parker, if he got the opportunity, in a hospital. He was going to put Bermain Stavern in a funeral home, which he has, and he's going to put Luis Ortiz old ass in hospice, man. That's just how it's going to go. Man, man, shout out to the whole LDBC, man. Continue to subscribe to everybody in the LDBC. Subscribe to the Smoke City Mobcast and this K Black Boxing, man. Like, comment, subscribe.
Appreciate it, K Black, man. Appreciate it, K Black. I feel like Joe Johnson. I said, oh, hold on, Joe Johnson. I'm sorry. Shout out to K.O. man with the super chat. Really, truly appreciate you, family. We saw the you from Fort Worth, Texas, man. We gotta show that love to Fort Worth, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to the whole Smoke City, man. We appreciate you, family. What's understood needs no explanation. Joe Johnson, I saw your question in there. You asked me, was I looking for this fight this weekend to be like the Tyson versus Buster Douglas? And I don't believe so. I think that this fight is going to be contested on it's going to be the fight of wills, man. Who is able to impose their will on the other fighter? I think that at the end of the day, just like the homie Santee said, I saw Ortiz's frustration when he fought against Scott, how Scott wasn't a moving target. You know what I'm saying? He moved around. The thing about Scott is he's no Deontay Wilder, and Deontay Wilder is athletic. He's long, he's rangy, and he has the ability to move, you know what I'm saying, and control the distance. And Coach Breland, whether people realize it or not, has improved his jab remarkably, man. His jab is dangerous, man. His jab is dangerous. We only got to see a little bit of it in the second fight against Stavern, because, you know, it was Pop Go to Weasel. But I think that with Wilder being able to use his athleticism and being able to control the distance, using that jab and moving and frustrating Ortiz. And when Ortiz gets frustrated and tries to move in, all around the mulberry bush, the monkey, what is it? The monkey chase the weasel, whatever. That motherfucker going to sleep, man. Bottom line, that's how I see it. I just, you know what I mean? I don't see it playing out any other way. The other thing too that I always bring up that people don't give enough respect to, I feel, is the conditioning of Deontay Wilder. That motherfucker does not get tired, man. You know what I'm saying? He is not a traditional heavyweight. He's a freak. He reminds me of Javon Curse. For those of you guys who, you know, follow football, he is a freak, man, and he does not get tired. I think that when the fight turns the corner and heads into the home stretch, he's still fresh and he still has the ability to put you down from the first round to the 12th round. And so that's just kind of how I see it playing out, man. Bottom line, I'm excited about this one though, man. I really truly am, because I think it is it's a huge opportunity, man. It is a huge opportunity for Deontay Wilder, and it's also a huge opportunity for Ortiz. So we'll see, man. We'll see. It's going to be a highly contested bout. Now, this week we did also have Eddie Hearns, aka Eddie Burns, aka Slick Eddie, aka whatever you want to call him, come out and speak out pretty much in contest of Deontay Wilder choosing to fight Ortiz. So 78, what you think about that, man?
Yeah, man. You know, I did a video about it. Eddie Hearn is just, you know, this is the problem. Like he's criticizing Wilder. He's saying that Wilder shouldn't have taken this risky fight because that's what Eddie Hearn is doing with Joshua. He's putting Joshua in situations that he feels Joshua can be successful in, and he don't want to risk Joshua fighting somebody like Deontay Wilder, like Luis Ortiz, who can possibly knock him the fuck out. He don't want to take those risks. So he putting it off on Wilder, like, oh, that's stupid to fight a guy like Ortiz. And we got, you know, I offered you more money to fight this guy over here. And Wilder's fighting a harder opponent because he has something to prove to himself and to the fans. I admire that from Deontay Wilder. And like I said, win or lose, I'm supporting him, because that type of attitude, when we ask fighters to do this type of shit, we supposed to ride with them and support them, right? Not, you know, abandon them or any of that bullshit. Because listen, Ortiz can fight now. You know what I'm saying? I just feel Wilder gonna beat his ass, but Ortiz can fight. You know what I'm saying? So this is a hard fight. This is not like some, you know, we just know for sure 100% that Wilder finna just beat the shit out of Ortiz. This could be a fight that go totally opposite. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna see. Either way, Eddie Hearn don't know what the fuck he talking about. He just Eddie Hearn is trying his best to stall Wilder out, hoping that he wants to make money off Wilder too. That's the thing. That's what Eddie Hearn is quietly trying to put himself in position to take over the heavyweight division. He got Anthony Joshua. Now he got Gerald Miller. Okay. And what he wants is to be able to make money off Wilder. Here, Wilder, we'll pay you $4 million. Come to UK, fight Dillian White. Okay, if you're gonna pay him $4 million, how much you gonna make? You know what I'm saying? How much you finna fucking make over in the UK? How much control is Wilder gonna get? Is he getting the same deal that AJ getting? You know what I'm saying? When he fight for you, no, get out of here with that shit. That's, you know what time it is. He's trying to make money off of this dude before he put him in there with AJ. That's all it is. My opinion, at least.
Yes, indeed. Ticket TV, you there, family?
You already know him right here on deck.
Come on, man. Talk to me about Eddie Hearn.
Well, let me first go back and answer your question because I ain't get answered about the Wilder Ortiz fight, man. I understand where my brother 7'8" and Black Fight Fan and them guys coming from, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Deontay Wilder gonna knock this dude's fucking eyeballs out, man. And I mean that shit, man. That shit's gonna be disgusting. I'm telling y'all right now. I seen this interview today with this motherfucker on Fight Hub, man. Deontay Wilder, this motherfucker is square motherfucking business. When I say that shit, bro, this motherfucker got that Mike Tyson aura to him before Tyson got locked up, when he was just out here, had the fear of God and all these motherfuckers. And I'm telling y'all right now, this motherfucker Deontay Wilder is gonna walk in that ring and motherfucking Luis Ortiz, all that boxing skill shit, that motherfucking shit is going out the window. That motherfucker gonna shit his motherfucking pants when he see Deontay Wilder in front of him, and that ice grill Deontay Wilder gonna have. And I'm telling you guys, one thing we are underestimating, or I wouldn't say underestimate, but we're not speaking about it as much as, is how better of a fighter Deontay Wilder has became over these last couple of years. You know what I'm saying? He has become a much better fighter. Each fight we're seeing this guy get better. And then even when, you know what I'm saying, he hasn't, put out the best performances, boxing wise, he always has the fucking equalizer, and he know he can go to that bitch. And I'm just telling you guys, just something about the way Deontay Wilder is talking, the way he's moving, his confidence, his aura. You're not seeing this shit from nobody else, man. This is some Mike Tyson before he got locked up type shit, man, that he on. And then he's on that on motherfucking times 100. And I'm telling y'all right now, man, I'm saying it's Wilder in 4 because I think he gonna hit this motherfucker, and then he just gonna, you know how when Wilder hit a motherfucker, then here come the motherfucking windmill, and then that's your motherfucking ass. I think he hits, if he hit this motherfucker with something early, man, it's over, man. He gonna hit that motherfucker. Luis Ortiz gonna be ready to check out and say, you know what? I'm going to take my ass on back to Cuba, man. Let me go ahead and get my passport ready and just go ahead and collect this check, get my ass the fuck on up out of here, because he ain't going to want that work. And I'm telling you guys right now, Wilder going to hit that motherfucker with something clean in the early rounds, because he going to come out and establish that jab. Trust me, he going to stick to that game plan he had with Stavern. He going to establish that jab. And as he popping that jab, first mistake that Luis Ortiz make, and he get cracked with that right hand, it's over, because Deontay Wilder already know once he hit him one time and get him hurt, he just gonna unleash the beast, and the referee gonna have to stop the fight. Either the referee gonna have to start the fight instantly, or that motherfucker just gonna get, like 7A said in this video, decapitated. And I mean that shit, man. So that's just my thoughts, man. As far as Eddie Hearn, man, Eddie Hearn's a piece of shit, man. Salute to my brother Black Fight Fan, man. I got love for that nigga. That nigga don't even know I got love for him. He be on Eddie Hearn motherfucking toupee. Believe that shit, man. And Eddie Hearn is full of shit, man. We all know this. He's ducking. He's dodging. Deontay Wilder is on his motherfucking ass. He on ESPN First Take. He's doing the shit he's supposed to be doing now. You know what I'm saying? To build his name, to build the fight. He's doing his part. And so it ain't nothing but just a matter of time. When these silly ass fans make their mind up that, they're going to stop motherfucking defending dudes that's out here, ducking and shit, man. It's crazy. I can't remember who said it. I don't know if it was Blood or one of these guys that said this shit, but got fans nowadays that don't even believe in their motherfucking fighters, that don't want to see their fighter fight the best fighter just because they think that they can be on some Floyd Mayweather shit to us, where if they can somehow get undefeated throughout their career, that have a chance, their fighter will have a chance to be the GOAT, and this shit don't work like that. One thing we can always say about Floyd is he went through he went through some shit, man. I mean, he fought some real tough guys early on before he started getting those paydays and before we seen Money Mayweather. And these guys is trying to skip that pretty boy process, and they trying to get the Money Mayweather, and that's the real problem.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hey, man, come on with it, Black Fight Fan TV.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to the homeboy Ticket, man. I got much love for him too, man. Ticket, put me on in the way to him and one LVZ, man. Good dudes, man. Trill dude. But as far as Eddie Hearn go, man, I said it in my video, bro. Eddie Hearn, and I mean, I'm not saying this ain't even no real joke, but Eddie Hearn cannot understand a man like Deontay Wilder. You know, he can't really understand a man like any of us. You know, when he says things and responds like, I offered him this, I can't believe that he would take this fight. And he don't understand and I heard a lot of these guys saying that well, he's a businessman and this and this and that. He talks like a promoter. Being a promoter, being a businessman has nothing to do with your morality, your integrity, your masculinity, and believing in yourself and having the fortitude to stand for something. It don't have nothing to do with that. I mean, Eddie Hearn is genuinely saying that he don't understand. It's not that he just joking. He don't understand why Deontay Wilder would want to prove to the world, to his fans, to himself internally that he don't understand that hunger. He don't understand that overcoming adversity, that he don't understand that, you know, because Eddie Hearn was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Literally, you know, Eddie Hearn lived over there in England, grew up on tea and crumpets, and that's how he lived. You understand what I'm saying? He had everything handed to him, and his lessons were seeing boxers struggle and not be able to do what they wanted to do with their money and stuff like that. Seeing Chris Eubank at his lowest points and his dad feeding Chris Eubank's family and that's how he grew up, watching stars, you know, them paying stars. So he couldn't understand. Hold on, we got a whole lot of stuff in the background. Mute your phone, homie. Mute your phone. But yeah, it's getting ridiculous, man. I mean, like I said, he can't. I mean, he could never speak for me. He could never speak for nobody like me. He could never. We could never understand each other. He could never understand Deontay Wilder. We just not on the same plane. We're not on the same platform. And he has conditioned Anthony Joshua to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? To be the same exact way. And it really makes Anthony Joshua look horrible in the public. You know, and it's just like, I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of the attitude. I'm tired of the people that align with that. That's why people that come with me with that, I don't even respond to them. I respect them as people, but as far as like they knowledge in boxing or where they coming from or engaging in conversation, I don't have no respect for them like that. So I'm not even really going to engage or even play with them kind of people because I don't respect the whole concept. And I mean, and I don't respect money. I respect real people. So, and I've said that consistently, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Ill Will Cool on the super chat, man. We see you, family. We really, truly appreciate it, man. And Marcus, man, I saw you, Marcus, in the chat. He said that he feels that Coach Mark Breland, who is of course one of the trainers for Deontay Wilder, does not get enough credit, and I agree with that, man. Coach Breland, man, I think he's really been great for Deontay Wilder's improvement. I think, you know, the things that we see technically, the technical improvements, especially with that jab, because Coach Breland's jab was phenomenal. So I think that we can accredit that to Coach Breland, man. We really can. So shout out to Coach Breland. And Marcus, I saw you in there on that, man. So I just wanted to pull that out on the carpet, man. Salute to you. Blood Boxing family, I got a question for you.
Yo, what's good with it, bro?
So what's next for Wilder and Ortiz, man? Win, lose, or draw?
Oh man, that's a pretty good question, man. I think it depends on the fashion that they win, lose, and draw. Whoever wins, it depends on the fashion they win in. You know, like I said, if any of these two guys knock the other one out in quick fashion, that's gonna make Eddie Hearn, who you know, basically came on and told you all that he you know, ain't taking the he don't want no high risk, low reward. You know what I'm saying? He said it right to your face now. Back in the day, we can't even call it robbing the bank no more, okay? This motherfucker just come without the ski mask now and just rob the fans of their money. They just tell motherfuckers now what they gonna do and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's just the way it is now. It's sad it's like that, man. But as far as what's next, I think it just depends on the outcome of the fight and how it's done. If any of these guys get a quick knockout, then shit, you know, there might be a rematch or something like that, even if it's controversial. I guess if Wilder knocks out Ortiz quick, it's gonna be no rematch. But if Ortiz knock out Wilder, I can't remember if the WBC has a rematch clause. Anybody know? Anybody know the WBC do a rematch clause? So I don't know. It depends. If there's a rematch clause in place, we know we're gonna get caught up in a rematch if Ortiz win. You know,
it's gonna be a rematch if Ortiz win. They both were out here. It's gonna be a rematch if Ortiz win.
Okay, so there you go. So really, the only thing I care about, man, is the fight that I want to see, which is Anthony Joshua versus Wilder. Okay, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to NBT Boxing, man, on the super chat. I think, ain't you supposed to be asleep or something over there, homie? What he says, NBT Boxing says Jeff Horn stops Wilder in under 3 rounds. Because Jeff Horn is a global icon. Shout out to NBT Boxing.
Man, NBT Jeff Horn is a joke, man. And I can't wait till the Terrence Crawford beat the hell out of that cornball and send him back to Australia. Send that hoe wrapped up in a kangaroo pouch back to Melbourne or Brisbane or wherever that hoe from.
With a hat with some crocodile teeth around that bitch, man. Come on, NBT, man. Okay, Fight Critic. Same question, man. What's next for Deontay Wilder and Ortiz? Win, lose, or draw?
When I think about the fight, I want it to be a classic heavyweight fight. I am picking Deontay Wilder to knock Luis Ortiz out, but I want it to be competitive. I want it to be back and forth. I don't want no excuses when Deontay Wilder wins that fight. If Deontay Wilder wins, there's nothing nobody can say about Deontay Wilder not wanting to step up or he doesn't deserve this guy, that guy. This guy is going to be fighting a top 3 heavyweight. You cannot sit there and say that you could take that away from him. If he loses, he loses. This is boxing. You lose, you build yourself back up. All heavyweights, doesn't matter if they're great or if they're not great or if they're belt holders, every heavyweight at some point in their career has taken a loss. And we're talking about prominent heavyweights in the modern era. They've all taken a loss. So regardless if it's a win-lose, Deontay Wilder can build himself back up. Luis Ortiz is the same way. Win or lose, he's going to have the opportunity to build himself back up. He's not closing himself off from challenges. Luis Ortiz wasn't these dudes out here running around ducking fights. You know, this guy was trying to get a fight with everybody else. That's that checked. And the same thing with Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder was trying to get a fight with anybody that he can get that's of any credibility. And for Eddie Hearn to talk about this fight is a slap in the face to boxing fans because you had Luis Ortiz and you ain't give him no good fights. You wouldn't even put him in there with Joshua yourself. So spare us talking about Deontay Wilder's taking a more difficult fight for less money. You wouldn't even attach Anthony Joshua to the Dillian White contract when Deontay Wilder brought it up. So he is in no position to be talking about Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz. You could have made Ortiz versus Joshua. You chose not to. Deontay Wilder's going to step in and take his head off instead.
Man,
hey, hold on, Junior. Add on to Fight Creek. I want to bring this up. This is something ain't never been said. How come Eddie Hearn didn't never offer when he bought Luis Ortiz to maneuver him around Joshua? How come he never offered Luis Ortiz Dillian White?
Yeah.
You said how come he didn't offer Ortiz Dillian White?
Right. How come that never came up?
Man, he never wanted Ortiz to fight nobody. He wanted to keep Ortiz over there to keep him weight. His best the best way he can keep Ortiz away from Joshua is to keep him under his contract with him, so that way he can keep him busy fighting other dudes. But he ain't want Ortiz fucking up that money over there in the UK, man.
Yeah, bottom line. So we just had Fanon, international boxing following in the building. What's going on, Fanon?
Good, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro. We can hear you. Tell the people how they can follow you.
Oh, man, you can follow me at Twitter at Fanon Boxing and YouTube, Fanon International Boxing.
Yes, indeed. Welcome to the Smoke City Mobcast family. Quick question for you. We want to know, what are your thoughts with regard to the upcoming fight, man? How do you feel about the Wilder-Ortiz fight this weekend?
Man, I just feel it's a dangerous fight, and I don't know which way it's going to go. I'm hoping for a real good fight. I saw that gigantic lump on Ortiz's hand today, so that that made me think, about what was going on. And I don't know if you guys saw it, man, but it looked like major swelling on his left hand. And I went back and looked at other videos just to see if that's just what his hand looked like, and it's not. I mean, that's a crazy swell on that hand. So hopefully that won't come into play. But other than that, my thought on it is it made the best man win, man.
Who Fanon, what's up, bro? Who did you say have a lump on his hand?
Luis Ortiz on his left hand is huge.
Oh, now they gonna see, man. I'll tell you one thing.
I saw that too, Stephen A. But you know what? To hell with Deontay Wilder got screws and pins in his hand. Them hoes is tied. Let's get it on.
Right, but I'm saying that I don't want that motherfucker getting no injections before the fight. You know what I'm saying? They'll give you an injection and shit. If you let them know ahead of time that you need an injection or something for pain, that's gonna be some bullshit.
Yeah, I think that motherfucker. What happened was he got one of them Acme anvils surgically implanted in his hand. That cheating motherfucker got an anvil in there. Or a horseshoe. Got a horseshoe in that motherfucker. He got
a pack of dope in that motherfucker.
He gonna fuck around and ask for a Toradol shot. Watch.
Right. So it's something. Some in the milk ain't white. Hey, what's going on, Michael Johnson? We appreciate you, man. On the super chat, he says, "Sure, the swole hand ain't that BP medication. You feel me? It's not. It's a motherfucking horseshoe. That motherfucker gonna be in there trying to throw that lumber." Hey, so coach, what's going on, coach? Question for you, coach. So we heard that Amir Khan called out Errol Spence Jr. this week. Is that legitimate or not?
Is it legitimate that Amir Khan? What? Okay, so he called out Errol Spence to go to sleep. Is that what you said?
I think he invited him to a sleepover or something.
Okay, man. Look, I'm finna go in, man. Look. If you're an Amir Khan fan, I can give a fuck. This dude need to get out of boxing, okay? Amir Khan need to go, okay? He need to go. He done wasted many of his good years. He wouldn't fight Kell Brook. He was chasing Manny Pacquiao and Floyd around. Neither one of them wanted to fight him, okay? He got his ass put to sleep. No, he didn't get put to sleep. Shit, damn Canelo damn near knocked him through the damn canvas, okay? Damn near knocked him through the canvas. You saw Amir Khan's soul leave his body. And you know that's what's going to happen if he fights Errol Spence, okay? This dude, he might, man, look, Amir Khan might not make it out that damn ring, man. Khan need to quit. He need to, look, Khan need to take on somebody who ain't going to knock his head out. He can call him out. But this guy, he trying to get some attention, man. I can respect Khan because, damn, at least Khan the only person that want to fight him. But then at the end of the day, man, shit, man. This dude called out Errol Spence. Errol Spence been knocking everybody out. Even he put Leonard Bundu almost through the damn ropes, okay? I mean, he beat the hell out of Kell Brook, okay? I don't even know if you remember, he beat up damn Chris Algieri, okay? Manny Pacquiao couldn't knock out Algieri, but hell, Errol Spence Jr. beat the hell out of Algieri. Errol Spence is going through everybody. He's destroying everybody, man. He's destroying everybody put in his path. Every single time, man, this guy's in the ring, he makes adjustments. And you know what? And I get sick and tired of people saying, Errol Spence don't move his head. It's a damn lie. Okay, he do move his head. He does make adjustments. Did y'all see the adjustments he made against Kell Brook? I mean, did you guys see those adjustments? He made some good adjustments, and what did he do? Knocked Kell Brook out, knocked him smooth the fuck out. Okay, knocked him out. And Amir Khan, he gonna get Khan out of there in one round. My thing is, I think Khan is serious because Khan really is that stupid, y'all. I mean, come on. This guy fought Canelo. He fought Canelo. He fought Canelo, a guy that's what, 2 weight classes above him. So yeah, he would fight Errol Spence Jr. I give him props for that, but you know, this ain't gonna do nothing for Errol Spence's legacy. It ain't gonna do nothing for him to knock out Khan because everybody know the guy got a glass chin. Okay, everybody know that he playing with his nuts online. Okay, everybody know this, man. Like, I mean, can anybody on this panel take Khan seriously? I mean, what would y'all think if that fight got signed today? Okay, I mean, what the hell would you think, man? Like, we would be sitting here taking bets on what round Khan gonna get knocked the hell out. I promise y'all. Amir Khan will not go the distance, man. Khan will get maybe he'll get about 2 or 3 good rounds against him, and then that's it. Okay, and then after that, Errol Spence just gonna go to work on him. He's gonna go to the body, go to the head. You know, I don't know, man. And then, you know, hey, did y'all see in Errol Spence's last fight that he was using more angles? I saw him rotating and using those angles, man. Errol Spence gonna give people hell, man. I don't care who they put him in there with. Hell, this damn man talking about, look, put me in there with Canelo. Put me in there with Canelo, you know? And you know, people say, well, Spence is a weight bullet. Well, you know what? He can make the weight, okay? He can make the weight. Khan can make the weight. But Khan going to sleep, y'all. And I think if he fight Errol Spence, that is the last fight of his damn career, okay? And, oh, yeah, and fuck all you Amir Khan fans, too, that don't like this. Fuck y'all.
Damn. And that's just, you just going to smooth walk off after that? You going to fuck Khan fans and just walk off?
Yeah, because I'm sick of these dudes coming to videos, you know, acting like they want to put a threat. I tell you what, bullet hole, right? A hollow point right through the chest.
Hey,
That's
Coach, they still got Khan fans?
Yeah, man. You know, when you I got videos from 2 years ago, man, and you got Khan fans who they threatened me from 2 years ago. Like, damn, keep up with the times, man. This dude, man, stupid ass Khan fans. They stupid.
Damn. Okay, Ashley's corner fell up in the building. What's going on, sister?
Can you
on
hear
mute?
me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. What's going on with you?
Nothing, chilling at work.
Ah, man, got to get that money. Tell the people how they can follow you, sis.
You can follow me on YouTube at Ashley's Corner. I do have a Twitter page. I don't be doing much on it, but just following other boxers at the same name, Ashley's Corner.
Yes,
but
indeed.
It's corner spelled with a K though, not a C.
Yes, indeed. So, okay, I heard you go off a little bit on the tangent today about the Errol Spence call out on behalf of Amir Khan. So let's hear it. What you think about it?
I think Amir Khan. I think the whole fight is laughable. I think it would be good for Errol Spence as far as a good name on his resume, and I think he should take the fight if the fight does come into play, just to straight up destroy Amir Khan. I think Amir Khan's chin won't hold weight up in a damn snowstorm, so I don't even know why he's even acting like his chin is going to hold up against Errol Spence. And I mean, I heard everybody said it. But Prescott knocked him out at 135, got knocked out at 140. I know Danny Garcia did a job on that boy. And then he went up to 155 and got knocked out by Canelo. And now he's about to get knocked out at 147. I mean, Jesus, yo. I just think he should hang it up. And if not hang it up, just fight at 140. Don't fight at 147. I think it's a bad look, yo.
Yeah, yeah, that shit there, man. I don't know about it. I don't know about it at all. So we gonna go. Let's go over here to Santee, man. Santee Walton, you still there, family?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm at work.
Yes, indeed. Hey, work, get that money, man. Get that motherfucking money. Same question, man. What you think about Amir Khan?
I think he's laughable. I think he's a joke. You know, not much of an inside joke, but just it's kind of something that kind of make you squint your lips, kind of like turn your face to the side, man, when you hear garbage like this. He had an opportunity to do plenty with his career, and he chose to wait up underneath of Pacquiao and Mayweather's nuts. So now he's at some type of situation where he's trying to draw attention to get people to look at him. And I for one, I just don't believe him, and two, I really don't care. Nobody cares about Khan, man. Not at all. Khan has sabotaged his own career, trying to get in the limelight and build this fake stardom career where everybody knows him and everybody is in tune with who he is. But so far, all he's really accomplished in the sport of boxing is putting his glass chin on display. That's it. And getting smashed by moving up, inflating himself, and, and getting put to sleep by Canelo. It's just bad, man. He's better off just being silent and, maybe coming out and speaking after his next fight if he's successful. Because if he can't get over the hump with this next opponent that he has, then there's no need to have a conversation about anything. It's just at this point, it's embarrassing. That's what it is.
Yeah, I think he also he was able to raise the stock of his wife's juice box, man, because he was out there. He's been acting the nut behind her. That's for damn sure. Hey, shout out.
Nobody want none of that, man.
Hey, my dog ain't in that fight, man. Shout out to NBT Boxing, man. Be sure to go over and subscribe to NBT Boxing, man. NBT Boxing, man. So okay, so I got something fresh off the. Let's open this up real quick. I got something that's fresh off the press. This is, I keep my ear to the street, and I hear of a fight that's buzzing, man, or a potential fight that's buzzing, and I need to know what y'all think, man. We're gonna bring this. I want to bring this to the circle. So we have Hammer and Hank Lundy, who just had a fight with Chop Chop Corley, and he's actually calling out Ohio's own Robert Easter Jr. I want to know what y'all think about that fight, and we just gonna open the floor.
It's a good fight, I think. I think Easter beat him, but it's a closer fight than it should be because Easter gives up his height advantage, and he fight down the, in the pocket and that crazy Paul Williams shit. And I think Hank Lundy, even though Hank Lundy well past his best, I think he has a slim, like 30% chance only because Robert Easter give up his height.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Robert Easton Jr. is like half a hungry man dinner away from getting put to sleep. There's too many elite fighters camping around where he's at for him to stay safe for long. When you have height and long arms, you're supposed to be successful and show an example for that. You're running around here with a belt. He better be careful that Devin Haney don't creep up on him. I keep saying this, folks keep talking to me like I'm crazy, but he better be careful that young boy don't creep up on him. Because he's hungry and he's ready. He would love to make an example out of Robert Easton Jr.
Come on with it, Ash. I know you got something to say. You didn't give him hell before.
Man, I think Robert Easter Jr., if he fights like he's in a phone booth, Hank is he's too tricky. Like, you can't fight in the phone booth style with Hank and think that everything's gonna be gravy as far as the end of the fight, because Robert Easter Jr. don't knock people out. So the fight's gonna go 12 rounds. So, and if he's fighting like he's in the phone booth for 12 rounds, I honestly give it to Lundy. I don't think Robert Easter Jr. is gonna win that fight on the cards if he fights like that for 12 rounds.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
And he been in the camp with them. Hank Lundy used to spar with Adrian Broner all the time, so he comfortable with them. And I interviewed Hank Lundy a long time ago, or talked to him on the phone with somebody else or something. But I remember him telling me, Hank Lundy, that he used to beat the shit out of Adrian Broner easily.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, come on with it, Southside. You still in the building?
Yes, sir. I'm still here.
What you think about that fight, family?
I think it's definitely gonna be like everyone says, gonna be a closer fight than it should, because Robert Easter just clearly I just don't, for the life of me, can't understand why the man just won't use his length. I mean, because me personally, he lost that fight to Fortuna. I don't give a damn what nobody say. He lost. I watched Robert Easter get his ass whooped. I don't care what nobody say. So if he coming there slipping on that same bullshit with Hank Lundy, man, he gonna find himself in a bad situation. But all in all, if it goes 12 rounds, I think it'll end the same way the Fortuna fight will. I think if he do just enough to look a little good in certain spots, they're going to get a fight to the champ. But I think Hank Lundy, with his style, and if Robert Easter gives up the height, would definitely make it interesting. Definitely.
Yeah, yes indeed, man. Yes indeed. I think man, like you guys said, man, Hank Lundy's tricky. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know how I feel about my Ohio fighters, man. But the fact is, the fact is the fact. And with Easter leaning in down and giving up his height, man, it makes for a rough night, man. It makes for a rough night. And I don't know, man. I mean, I definitely like the fight only because I think it'll be highly competitive. I think it'll be a lot of shit talking. You know what I'm saying? Easter's his last few opponents wasn't really, English was like their second language. So I think the build up, or whatever, wasn't really as nice as it could have been. Hammer and Hank gonna come in there and talk a whole lot of shit. I had some people arguing with me, talking about Hammer and Hank, but they're measuring Hammer and Hank with regard to what happened against Terrence Crawford. And I'm trying to explain to them like it's a different animal. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford is a different, totally different animal, totally different situation, totally different caliber of champion. You know what I'm saying? As it stands right now, or whatever. And so that you can't measure Hammer and Hank by that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely feeling that one, man. I'm definitely feeling that one. So for all intents and purposes, man, let's go ahead and make these picks for hold on. I had one more thing I want to talk about. I want to open up the floor before we get up out of here. So we know what happened with Andre Dirrell with the last fight, right? I need to know from the panel. Y'all think Uncle Leon gonna fire on somebody this week?
Is the question is Andre Dirrell gonna fucking start whining again about somebody hitting him? I'm tired of this nigga Andre Dirrell, man. Like every time, like this dude always he overreact to everything. He a good fighter, man. But a motherfucker hit you, he on the ground and shit. Like, you know how when you was a kid and you get that first hit with the belt, you overreact so you won't get hit no more and shit. That's what he doing. Man, sit your ass down. I can't stand Andre Dirrell, man.
Hey, man. Yeah, I mean, because, the unwritten rule is if the ref's not handling it, you handle it yourself. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not quite sure what that format is, man. I'm definitely not quite sure what that format is. So nobody else, nothing on Uncle Leon. I got to know.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh man, I was like, damn, I have a microphone because you skipped me on the Javier Fortuna question.
My fault. We'll go back to it. Go
right quick. Man, Javier Fortuna is not a southpaw. And one of the things that I think, Javier Fortuna is a southpaw. Dennis Levedev's a southpaw, but Hank Lundy is an orthodox fighter. And I think one of the things that kind of made Robert Easter have difficulty in his last fights was that he was dealing with the southpaw, and I don't know how well he dealt with southpaws, right? And these guys are both top 10. They're both top 10 fighters. Javier Fortuna is a good fighter. Dennis Shafakov's a good fighter. And yeah, Robert Easter did give up his height, and his jab was ineffective, but that could have been because he's just not good at fighting southpaws or has difficulties with southpaws. So I kind of thought, I knew he was going to have difficulties with. Well, I thought that he'd have difficulties with Javier Fortuna, but I think he beats Hank Lundy, man, and I think it might be surprisingly easy because Hank Lundy's tricky, but he doesn't got a lot of power, man. Just doesn't have a lot to keep him off. So that was my 2 cents on that one.
Plus, he ain't did nothing anyway since he fought Terrence Crawford. All he did is beat two guys who ain't about shit, and then he beat DeMarcus Chop Corley, who's like 50 years old, and went the distance with him. And he ain't even ranked in the IBF. And we're talking about Hank Lundy. Darrell Peoples don't even have him ranked. So how's he even fitting in? So that don't make sense to me. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would ask Darrell Peoples, like, how the fuck is Hank Lundy being talked about when he ain't even ranked but in the WBC? So, that's a bunch of stupid shit right there, man. I think it's an irrelevant mention of a fight, man. Fuck that.
You don't have no interest.
Fight Linares, the Linares guy, and unify. Hank Lundy ain't nothing, man. He good promo, but that's about it, though. Take an ass.
Hey, for none. Let me say this, bro. Hank Lundy is not a southpaw, but he can switch. And Hank Lundy is like a tricky old dope boy that just will not leave the block. That hoe, he ain't really a dope boy. That hoe really a robber. You understand what I'm saying? And Robert Easter Jr. is set for a robbery. You know what I'm saying? He's a star. He got a bright future in front of him. He got everything going for him. And a lot of the brothers, I know a lot of the brothers, they keep getting mad at Robert Easter Jr. for not using his height. But the reason why he don't use his height, because that's not how he trained. That's how he liked to fight like a street fighter. He liked to fight in these brawls, and that's how he likes to do it. That's how he fights. And somebody like that, a young dude that don't know how to use what he got, you can take something easy from them. See, and Hank Lundy is a crafty, tricky dude. Like the words that you've been hearing, he real crafty, he real tricky. He talk a lot of trash. And he gets in a lot of these guys' heads. And like he said, he can fight in the southpaw stand. He gave Terrence Crawford a little bit of trouble before Terrence Crawford knocked him out doing it. So, but Robert Easter Jr. is not Terrence Crawford. So but like Blood said, what Blood said is 100% accurate. But that's what I just said. He like a tricky old dope boy. You wonder why he even still here. Why is people even still talking about Hank Lundy? He been beat and battered and bruised, but he done also snuck past some people. So, but he stays relevant. Who's signing him? Who's giving him deals? It ain't like he no world beater or nothing, but he's still here. So. That's how I feel about it.
I can respect it. Oh, by the way, y'all mentioned the last thing I wanted to mention was that Andre Dirrell's uncle isn't training him. I think it's Virgil Hunter is going to be in his corner for this fight.
With his grandfather?
Virgil Hunter?
Yeah. Will he be there with his grandfather? His grandfather trains him too.
Oh, I don't know. I just remember reading an article where it said that Virgil Hunter was going to be in the corner and he didn't, think he was going to change a lot about Andre Dirrell. Mm-hmm. But his uncle can't be there. That dude might,
hey,
he got a restraining order or something out on him.
Yeah, I think he might not. I was thinking he might not be allowed. You know what I mean? Because I know they went to court and all that kind of stuff when he went in there and gave that boy a 2-piece with no biscuit and no napkins. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But shit, hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Bottom line. So come on with the any final words for this week before we get up out of here, man. The floor is open.
Yeah, let's start with ticket going. Damn.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna start then. I'm gonna cut on out of here. All you people that love Triple G, let me just fuck y'all. Abel Sanchez. I'm sick of this guy lying through his necks, man. This guy got 5 necks. He lying through all of them, man. He sat up there. He told a lie. He contradicted everything he said. He tried to backtrack. The man he said that black fighters don't sell. That's what he said. Don't say he said it because it's in videos. It's already out there, okay? He tried to backtrack when Dante put him on the spot, when all of us asked him the question, how do black fighters don't sell? Again, what about the Rumble in the Jungle? What about Mike Tyson? What about Lennox Lewis? Okay? Hell, you can take it back. I used to be I'm a huge fan of Ernie Shavers. They used to say, they were big back then. But see, this man, he's a racist. And I don't care how people put it out there. And you know what? People say, well, Triple G didn't say anything. He didn't say anything. But you know what? They buddies, they talk about this shit. So you can't tell me that your trainer think like this and you always around your trainer. So I got to say Triple G fall in because Triple G ain't coming out saying, well, I think Abel was wrong. No, he agreed with that shit. So this is about race, y'all. We wondering, why people don't like Wilder because he black. And why all those people too, man, was really getting on board with Joshua because he was the lighter version, okay? So they just picked the two. The LDBC, we rolling for our champion. So they just picked the lighter skinned guy, and the lighter skinned guy said that black people, we the master race. How the hell did you figure that out? That was good. But all you guys loving Triple G, I done told you guys for 4 years on this shit. This man finna take all y'all money. He finna go back to Kakistan. He finna retire. And then he finna make you guys hold your own nuts, okay? Because you're gonna be wondering where's Triple G? Triple G somewhere spending your money and probably getting with your wives, dumbasses.
Hey, coach. Hey, let me jump off of that, man. Hey, why is it when Abel Sanchez says some of this crazy stuff How come they never? And this I'm gonna take a page out of Blood Book. How come the press don't never ask Tom Loeffler about that? How much you bet that none of these guys asked Tom Loeffler about what Abel Sanchez said? How much you want to bet? I mean, because they never asked him or Triple G about that stuff. I ain't never heard Triple G having to respond to none of the blatant racist, hypocritical, or borderline racist stuff that Abel has said about Andre Ward and any other black fighter that he was supposed to fight. How come they don't never ask him or Tom Loeffler? Do they support that stuff? Do they condone? How come they don't ask them about that stuff?
Shoot, I'll tell you. Because HBO. And HBO, I'm sorry to cut you off. Is all right. Can I get in?
No, I'm done, bro.
Hey, man, HBO, it's because it's HBO, and HBO don't ever put their foot down, and they're more than willing to put their money and their network's name next to that crap. Because what they did with Kovalev's been doing that shit for 10 years. From calling somebody a thoroughbred nigga to putting pictures of monkeys on his kid's t-shirt with Adonis Stevenson, like it's Adonis Stevenson, right? To the couple different things he said about Andre Ward, and they never said anything, man, because they don't appreciate HBO boxing specifically doesn't appreciate the black fan base. But I tell you this, as soon as Showtime had Danny Garcia, what was his name, Angel Garcia, say some off-character shit, they took the mic and set his ass down. Because they know if you listen to what Steven Espinosa says, they value the fan base and know that fan base is reliable for them. And they're not going to put up with that shit. That's why they that's why they treated Angel Sanchez like a little kid. If that was Showtime, they would have done that shit too. But it's not. It's HBO, and HBO is cool with that. The shit stops where the buck stops. Who's paying the bills? And that's HBO.
Hey, let me say, man, I don't ever want to hear that shit again about black fighters don't sell. Because like we've said it several times and we've been over it, and I'm looking at it now, okay? The only two spots where Mexicans are even in the top 10 is Canelo Alvarez versus Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya versus Mayweather. Because Mayweather brought the pay-per-view. He made the pay-per-view. Because if he didn't, then De La Hoya would be somewhere else in the top 10. And Canelo, he ain't nowhere else in the top 10. All these fighters are black in the top 10. Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis is up in here. Man, there's two Mexicans in the whole thing. So stop with all the fucking bullshit ass lying, okay? Now, the thing about the media, when these guys say dumb shit like that, you go right on the spot and you tell them right then, okay? So I hear that he went on one of the other media sites and they got at him. So that's good. So I'm going to listen out for that. I'm going to listen out, but you got to fucking straighten them out right then and there, because you know how many people heard him say that, how many casuals heard Abel Sanchez say that lie today, and they didn't go back and see the interview that followed after that. Okay, so in the back of their mind, they still believe in this fucking lie that black people don't sell. Okay, black fighters don't sell. It's a bullshit ass lie. Go look at the top 10 and put Abel Sanchez on the spot right fucking then. You fucking do your job and stop having fans come and do your job for you. You do your job right fucking then and be a fucking journalist and stop being a fucking fanboy. Learn the sport. If you knew the sport, then you'll know how to put these guys on the spot right then. When they come with this stupid shit, you put them on the spot then. Okay, because they're hurting the money of them Charlo guys and Errol Spence and all them guys like that. They hurting their money with lies. Okay, if you guys continue to support anything that comes from Golden Boy, we ain't never gonna get any better. Okay, this whole thing is tied around a Golden Boy event, anyways. So that just tells you right there what it's all about. I'm done.
Yeah, y'all, and I want to jump in real quick and just say before I get out of here, man. Could y'all just imagine what the landscape of boxing would have been like back in the day? I know you had certain fighters that, may not have taken every single fight they shouldn't have taken, but could you imagine if Sonny Liston said, no, I'm not going to give this 22-year-old young hotshot whippersnapper Muhammad Ali a title shot? Could you imagine if George Foreman said, no, I don't have to fight Muhammad Ali? Or if James Toney said, "No, I'm not. I don't care if Roy Jones moved in my weight division. I ain't got to fight him. What he done to deserve it?" Can you imagine if these certain fights haven't take place in history, and if boxing had the same mentality throughout could you just imagine how fucked up that would be if we never got those historical fights? And I'm 26 years old. This is my era of boxing. True enough, I have YouTube. We have tapes to go back and watch all those great fights. But it's like, I want to witness that greatness in my era. I want to see Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. I want to see Keith Thurman, Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Lomachenko versus Tank Davis and all these kind of fights. I want to see that. I want that for my era. You know what I'm saying? Because this is my era. I want to see these fights. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody else had theirs, but it's like, I want mine too. You know what I'm saying? So it gets very discouraging when I see all this ducking and Abel Sanchez and all these guys coming out saying this old ignorant, irrelevant shit, man. Because I'm like, not only are you robbing these fighters, but you robbing us, the fans, like the new age fans, the people that are diehard fans in this era, like me, who is actually watching and witnessing this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I didn't grow up watching Mike Tyson fights in the 80s. I wouldn't even thought of yet. I have Deontay Wilder. That's my heavyweight champion. You know what I'm saying? That's my heavyweight champion. And I want to see him fight the best. I want to see Terrence Crawford fight the best. I want to see Errol Spence get his shot. I want to see the Charlos get their shot. You know what I'm saying? So,
but you're not going to see the Charlos get their shot because of shit like what happened today, okay? Because the man going around. And then on top of that, they was at the event today, and I noticed there were no black reporters there. Now, I like the fact that, we don't fuck with them, but there got to be somebody of color to represent us and ask some fucking questions, okay? I mean, come on, man. Where's Stephen A. Smith and all these motherfuckers?
No, they had a dude from Do the Right Thing was there.
Who Radio Raheem? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Oreo ass niggas. Ain't nothing there but a bunch of crack ass niggas. And they don't ask the right questions because that's what they is. All right? So you can take it how you want, but Radio Raheem and all them motherfuckers, Dougie Fisher, fuck them little crackers, man. They don't ask, they up in the men's face all fucking day. And all they care about their brand. That's why Radio Raheem don't ask Golden Boy. He all in Oscar De La Hoya face, probably going to his house eating burritos and shit. And that man nothing. So fuck them niggas, man. Fuck them old hoe ass, they don't count. They don't count.
Hey, Blood. Hey, Blood is
fucking up the sponsor, man. Fucking the sponsorship. We just lost our Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Hey, Blood is savage, man. Blood. When Blood get mad, he gives 0 fucks. 0.
We lost our who make the burrito shells? Is it Ortiz?
Man, burritos.
God damn, man.
But really, come on, man. No black reporters. Radio Raheem don't count. That motherfucker don't count. He always in Oscar De La Hoya face.
Hey, Blood. You see that picture with him and Oscar? Them hoes was smiling. They was smiling like, man, that hoe had the biggest cheese on his face, man.
Dildo from Oscar, man. That's why he was smiling.
Dildo, come on, Coach.
Raheem.
Come on, man. Hey, man. Hey, I'm gonna say shout out to Bo One on the super chat, man. We really truly appreciate you, family. I'll say this, man. With this whole thing with Abel Sanchez, the thing that it made me do, man, it made me realize that we so easy, and I'm talking specifically to the black fight fan base, man. We are so easily influenced. We're so easily undermined, like Black Fight Fan TV was saying, and then we're so divided. And so it makes us easy to conquer, man. And I think that the more and more we're able to, like Blood is alluding to, man, the more and more we're able to get real journalism done, we get real narratives painted, because someone said it in the chat room. I can't remember who it was, but we control the narrative, man. It's different. This shit is not like it's been in the past. Go ahead, family.
And we got in the LDBC, we donated. I mean, we shot Dante $20 a day in the super chat, but I couldn't hold it in. Dante, he stopped Fred on that interview, man. I wanted Fred to get that interview, and ask some hard questions. I ain't trying to, but he shot stopped the homie. The homie Fred should have got the interview. See, Dante he real close to Abel, so he got to kind of soft shoe a little bit with Abel. He had got to handle it with kid gloves. I wanted somebody that ain't got no relationship to that hoe to light fire to that hoe and turn to his skin about that bull crap. You understand what I'm saying? So, but hopefully, we got what we can get out of the whole Dante interview. Dante had some great points and did some great things. But like Fanon said earlier, Dante dropped the ball in a couple places. He should have threw hot water on that hoe, but he let him make it. He could have scalded that hoe, but he let him make it. So,
Yes, indeed. But it's platforms like, you know what I'm saying, barbershop conversations, what we're doing in the LDBC, you know what I'm saying? There's countless others out there, man. Shout out to everybody that's in pursuit of the truth, man. None of this monkey shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we are at a very great time, I feel, because fans are not stupid, man. We're more informed. People are able to do more research, and we're seeking the truth, man. And I think the black fans are in a position where we need to capitalize on that. And then we also need to just stop going for the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line, we need to just stop going for the bullshit. We have the ability to get, I mean, you see what we say when we're not fucking with Golden Boy. And what they doing, they going belly up. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line, we started a ripple last week. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all been checking in on it, but when we start asking the questions about Al Heyman and what's going on with him, that shit caused a ripple effect in the boxing community, period. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about LDBC and shit. I'm talking about the whole boxing community. It was all kind of people talking about that shit. Shout out to Lionel Witherspoon, man. He says they always hating on black American fighters since Jack Johnson, but we still kicking ass, no doubt. What's understood needs no explanation, man. But let's go ahead on and get out of here, man. It's fight week. I'm all down here talking loud and shit. My wife gonna get in my ass. Anybody got any closing remarks before we get up out of here?
Yeah, Blood is absolutely right, man. You know, these dick pullers and ass kissers that sit up there and they're underneath of Oscar De La Hoya and Abel Sanchez and hear them say this bullshit. They don't have no respect for the fans either. These guys are just trying to brown nose and get close inside the circle or whatever it is, or get invited to the parties. And that's a disservice to the fans. This is why we look at these people and we don't have any respect for them, not at all. And this is also why a lot of casuals are misinformed, and you got so many butter biscuit eating niggas uploading videos, because the facts are not put out here as far as with these the black fighters, and we can easily be mistreated. Jamal Charlo and guys like Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. deserve a lot more credit than that coming up. And if they did, if some of these casuals were introduced to the great fighters that we have coming up here, it would bring a larger, different, diverse crowd to the black fighter. And the reason why they go underneath the radar, or I can go in, maybe possibly to one of my coworkers or wherever I'm at, and ask about Jamal Charlo, and they don't know, but they may know who Golovkin is or Canelo. It's because of bullshit like that. With folks sitting there smiling all up in Abel Sanchez's face, like, you know, like that's their father or something. That's their dad. You know, I'm just proud to be here. Let me not be too loud. They might push me out the door. You know, a lot of these folks out here with these cameras and microphones, you need to tighten up and be a lot more vicious when it comes to nonsense. And do your homework, man. Make sure you do your homework. You shouldn't be out here front and center like a deer in headlights when somebody says some stupid ass shit like that. They need to be checked for immediately. And for the overall the cancer that is spread with that, Abel Sanchez was able to skip away. And I agree with my brother, Black Fight Fan, for Non-International. I believe Fred should have had that interview. He definitely should have had that interview, because it was going to go down if he was able to be put in that place. That's all I had to say, man. That shit. If I would have answered while everybody else was dead and shit, I was making too much noise. So I had to make sure I kept myself on mute.
Hey, you know what though, man? Mm-hmm. Shoot, man, I lost my doggone train of thought, homie.
That's easy to happen on him, man.
That should be happening to me, right?
In your head at one time, man. That's what it is. You got so many things in your head at one time. It's hard because I lose my train of thought all the time, and I start talking about some other shit as soon as because there's so much shit coming at one time, man. You got this shit with Eddie Hearn, you know.
Hey, Blood. I remember.
Okay.
And we skipped over this. Don't nobody know who the hell Golovkin is? Golovkin is a Canelo opponent. You understand me? Golovkin ain't never did 300,000 pay-per-view by itself.
97,000.
150,000. 97, 150,000. He ain't never done a combined 300,000 pay-per-view buys. How in the hell is Abel Sanchez in a position? And let's keep it real. I love Terry Norris. I love him as a legend, but he wasn't selling no fights. He wasn't no big-time star like that. You understand what I'm saying? Abel Sanchez ain't never had a star, so how in the hell is he in the position to be talking about a star? He ain't never had a superstar.
Norris took too many punches anyways. His brother Orlin was right because Orlin Norris had a criticism on Abel Sanchez. Terry Norris took way too many punches in his career, man. He told them, just listen to him talk now. You know what? I love him, but I'm just being honest about it. You know, we don't have to sugarcoat it.
And hell, Abel Sanchez ain't even have a long career, man. Hell, I mean, he fought for a little bit, man. I guess he figured out, man, they was whooping his fat ass. And so, you know, then he became a trainer. You know, come on, man. Talking about Mexican style.
He ain't never had no star, man. How in the hell the hypocrisy and why do they not call like Blood say? Why do they not say that? Hey, man, well, who is your star? Who is the star that you've created? Golovkin is this supposedly wrecking machine brawler that you're talking about, but he don't even sell fights, man. He can't even sell pay-per-views himself. And if you really look at Golovkin HBO numbers in comparison, and then you use that formula, you know, the audience with Fanon and with the HBO audience being 30% bigger than the Showtime audience, look at that formula and equation to these guys that's fighting now. Is Golovkin really that much bigger of a star than these guys that's coming up now? If you look at his regular cable numbers, he wasn't doing numbers like that, man, on cable. He wasn't. This dude is not a star, man. He's not a star. And I can't believe that Abel Sanchez got that off and nobody is challenging him. The only reason why Golovkin is even kind of relevant is because he's fighting Canelo. Exactly. Nobody can tell you Golovkin's previous 5 opponents, other than hardcore boxing fans prior to Canelo, walk up to anybody that even just kind of been watching boxing for the past 3 years and ask them, can they tell you who Golovkin done fought?
Nope. They can't even tell you who he beat to get the title. You don't know. Nobody knows who the fuck this dude. This dude just is a media creation. They create just like they're trying to do with Lomachenko. They're trying to tell you that he's bigger than what he is. Just let the man be a good fighter, man. But you know, Golovkin is not who they say he is. Abel Sanchez is just a fucking idiot, man. He's just trying his best to belittle black fighters, you know, because they've been getting away with it for so long. That hustle, that whole black fighters don't sell shit, and afraid of that style because that's their way they've been using for years to duck black fighters. And, you know, that's why they avoided Eric Laura. They avoided Andre Ward, and them 2 different styles. But they still don't want no smoke. So I mean, you know, it's garbage to me. And then they always praising Danny Jacobs, trying to make Danny Jacobs look like some fucking coon or something. Jacobs is a real responsible, good guy. Jacobs is this is how a fighter should conduct himself. Man, so who the fuck is you to tell a grown man how he's supposed to conduct himself?
Yo. Yeah, yes indeed. Yes indeed. Let's go ahead and
and Oscar can run around here ape shit at gate bars, treating his nose and having a funky good time. But you're talking about how other boxers should be conducting themselves in the world. I guess Oscar De La Hoya is a prime example, huh? Maybe that's what it is. He's the model citizen of how you should carry yourself as a fighter.
Fishnet.
Dildo.
Don't forget, he got Bernard Hopkins with him, so it's a 2-way dildo.
Oh,
You know
Hey,
who pops a bubble and all that, man?
not dildos. What y'all be saying? Foreign objects.
Yeah.
God
Look,
damn.
this what's them things you put on the street? Stop
High heel
to
shoes
mark
and a
off the
bra.
streets, them damn cones and shit.
Damn. A two-headed monster? God damn.
High heel shoes and a bra. That's what he had on.
Hey man.
Daddies.
And but see that stuff, that's one of the things that I thought that Dante let him slip on. He tried to talk about it, but look, it doesn't matter if somebody asks. You got Andre Ward, who ain't never said anything negative about anybody. He's an Olympic gold medalist. He goes to church every Sunday, married to his wife, right? Never been arrested, never had any drama. And they just gonna call him boring and a cheat. And they talked about him so bad, you sworn the dude was like he's a cheater. He's hitting people in the nuts. He's doing this, he's doing that. Andre Ward outside the ring has never done anything but treat somebody with people with respect. But yet that same channel, HBO, will put that fucking buffoon, Adrian Bronner, up on the screen as often as they could while he was going to be the next Floyd Mayweather Jr. They're more than happy to publicize the buffoon. And when you have somebody that is acting like they've got Andre Ward is everything that they say that Abel Sanchez said that he wanted to see somebody do, Andre Ward did it. And you know, the first time they gave Andre Ward a shot, really against that Sergey Kovalev fight, and I could see when Andre Ward was doing it, was when they made him, and I thought that shit was one of the lowest shit that I saw because Andre Ward never talked about his mother. He never talked about his mother being, having the difficulties she had. But in order for him to get, that Kovalev fighter, to get them to publicize him at all for that first fight, they had to drag his mama out, talk about how her mama was on, on this drug and that drug, and how his mama wasn't around him. And they basically had to tell a story that made him look like, the opposite of what Abel Sanchez is saying, that somebody needs to be to sell. The hypocrisy is just, it's par for the course, man.
Yeah, like Triple G selling anything, talking about mock, no, not today.
But all seriousness, man, did you see the discomfort on Andre Ward's face when he had to do that interview?
Yeah, he did.
Totally didn't fit in on his day-to-day life, man.
Yeah,
like you say, going to church every Sunday and being a good man, not committing adultery out here. Despite like the other man out here having the opportunity.
Hey, my bad, Santi. Fred just texted me and he said that he doing an interview with Abel Sanchez at 8:15. I think Fred on California time, so I think
yeah, that's 11:15 my time.
I think that's like 11. Is it 11:15? Yeah, 11:15 East Coast time, 10:15 Texas time.
Yeah. So, I got it too. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, so Junior, why don't y'all let Ashley close us out, man?
Yes, indeed. Come on, hold on. Before you close us out, shout out to Kevin Romero on the super chat. He said, "I'm Latino and hate Abel Sanchez. Always have thought dude was a cancer to boxing." Damn, Abel. That's how they feel about you. Go ahead, Ash.
Right from your hometown, that's how they feel about you. Jeez. But no, I just wanted to say what I wrote in the comment section because I wasn't on the chat because the chat was so packed full of the Lions I couldn't even get in the damn chat. But about Abel Sanchez, all I gotta say about him is where would boxing be today if a black man never put on a pair of gloves? Where? Boxing would be in a rut. It wouldn't even be still on because of the MMA, because of UFC. If they was competing and there was no black fighters, boxing wouldn't even be up on the pedestal it is on right now. So Abel's just retarded for saying that. And about the Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz fight, I think Luis Ortiz is going to get that L. I think Deontay Wilder is going to show out. He's going to prove himself. He's going to shut up a lot of people. And he is most definitely, just like Coach said, he's going to have everybody running even scarier than they are. That's all I had to say. Good night, fellas.
Yes, indeed.
Peace,
and,
sister.
and the sister sent us out right, man. Thank y'all for taking the time to tune in to the Smoke City Mobcast, man. We really truly appreciate it, man. You guys have absolutely no idea. Be sure to visit the LDBC website. It's housed at www.ldbcsports.com. Also, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe to the Smoke City Mobcast. Join us every week, Wednesday, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, be sure to go and hit us up, man. Subscribe to our channels. We out here doing the best we can, giving you this content like we get it, man. We giving it to you straight, no chaser. We just once again truly appreciate you guys, man. Thank you so much, man, and we'll catch you guys next week. Shout out to the LDBC, man. Smoke City Mobcast. We out of the building.